Crossing into your 80s is a milestone that few talk about with raw honesty. It's not the idyllic chapter of serene sunsets and boundless wisdom that retirement adds promise. Instead, it's a complex, deeply personal journey, one that feels more like navigating uncharted waters than basking in a golden glow. Your body, your relationships, your sense of self, they all shift in ways that can catch you off guard, testing your resilience in ways you never anticipated. Yet within these challenges lies an extraordinary opportunity to redefine what it means to live fully, to embrace your story, and to find strength in vulnerability. This isn't about dwelling on loss or fear, it's about shining a light on the unspoken truths of aging, truths that deserve to be named so you can face them with clarity, dignity, and choice. Backed by science and grounded in real stories, we'll explore 7 profound realities of life after 80. Each one is a chance to reflect, connect, and reclaim your power. Because being prepared doesn't dim your spirit, it ignites it. Let's walk this path together with open hearts and fearless honesty. Truth 1. The quiet shrinkage of your social circle. By the time you reach 80, the world feels quieter, not because you've chosen silence, but because the voices that once filled your days are fading. Friends pass away, neighbors move to care facilities, and even family members, caught in the whirlwind of their own lives, call less often. A 2020 report from the National Academies of Sciences found that social isolation affects over 25% of adults over 80, increasing risks of depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline. But the numbers don't capture the ache, the way your heart sinks when you realize the Tuesday lunch with your best friend is gone forever, or how Sunday evenings feel empty without that familiar voice on the phone. This isn't just about fewer people in your life. It's about the loss of shared history. The friend who laughed with you over a spilled drink in 1965, the neighbor who knew your kids' nicknames, those connections grounded you, reminded you of who you are. When they're gone, it's not just loneliness. It's a sense of becoming invisible, as if your story is slipping away unnoticed. One woman, Helen, 82, shared, "I used to have a dozen people I could call anytime. Now, I scroll through my phone and half the names are people who aren't here anymore. It's like losing a piece of myself." But here's the truth that can shift everything. Your story still matters, and you have the power to weave new threads into it. Research from the Journal of Gerontology, 2021, shows that even one meaningful connection, whether it's a weekly chat with a neighbor or a smile from a librarian, can reduce feelings of loneliness by 40%. It's not about replacing what's lost. It's about planting new seeds. Take Margaret, 83, who started volunteering at a local community center. "I didn't expect to make friends at my age," she said, "but there's a young woman there who asks me about my life, and it feels like I'm seen again." You don't need a crowd to feel connected. Start small. Say yes to a coffee invitation, join a book club, or share a story with a grandchild. These moments remind you, and the world, that your presence is still a gift. If you're feeling the weight of a quieter world, name it. Acknowledge the ache. Then take one step toward connection. Your voice, your laughter, your wisdom, they're still muted. If this resonates, drop Truth 1 in the comments and share how you're staying connected. Truth 2, your body's subtle rebellion. After 80, your body doesn't just age, it negotiates, and it doesn't always play fair. One day, you walk with ease. The next, your knees ache with every step. A 2019 study in The Lancet found that 60% of adults over 80 experience fluctuating physical symptoms, stiffness, fatigue, digestive changes that can feel like a betrayal. It's not the dramatic declines that hit hardest. It's the unpredictability. Your appetite fades for no reason. A favorite dish suddenly disagrees with you, or a nap becomes a necessity rather than a luxury. It's as if your body is rewriting the rules without warning. This rebellion takes an emotional toll. You might look the same in the mirror, still dressed sharply, still smiling through the day, but inside, you're calculating energy like a budget. You plan errands around your good hours, skip meals to avoid discomfort, or sit down not because you're tired, but because standing makes your legs tremble. Others don't see this internal math, they see you doing fine. But you know the truth. Every day requires more effort to maintain the rhythm of life. A 2022 study in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine found that this hidden effort increases stress in older adults, often leading to feelings of frustration or isolation. Yet, there's power in adapting. Science backs this up. Small, consistent routines like 10 minutes of sunlight exposure or gentle stretching can improve mobility by 30% and boost mood significantly. Journal of Aging and Physical Activity, 2023. John, 85, found this out firsthand. After struggling with morning stiffness, he started a ritual of warm water and light stretches. It's not about running marathons, he said. It's about telling my body I'm still here, still fighting. His routine didn't erase the aches, but it gave him a sense of control. If your body feels like it's turning against you, listen to it. Move gently, try a short walk, sip warm water in the morning, or rest without guilt. These aren't signs of giving up. They're acts of strength, proof you're still in the game. You've carried this body through decades of triumphs and trials. Now it's asking for a little grace. Give it, and you'll find a new kind of resilience. Comment Truth 2 if you're navigating these changes, and subscribe for more insights. Truth 3, loneliness as a silent companion. Loneliness after 80 isn't always about empty rooms, it's about empty moments. The phone calls dwindle, family visits become rushed, and social events feel daunting when getting ready takes so much energy. A 2023 AARP survey revealed that 35% of adults over 80 feel lonely regularly, not because they're alone, but because their connections feel fleeting. Your children are juggling jobs and grandkids. Your friends are less mobile or gone entirely. Even when you're surrounded by people, there's a hollowness when no one truly sees you. This loneliness can spiral. The less you connect, the more invisible you feel, and the easier it is for others to overlook you. It's not malice, it's life moving forward while you feel stuck in place. Helen, 84, described it vividly. The loneliest part isn't the quiet house. It's knowing no one's waiting for my call, no one's expecting me to show up. That realization can make you hesitate to reach out, fearing rejection or the energy it takes. But here's the lifeline. Connection doesn't require a crowd. A 2020 study in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that even one or two meaningful relationships can cut loneliness in half. You have the power to break the cycle. Start with something small. Invite a neighbor for tea, share a memory with a younger family member, or join a local group, even if it's just for an hour. Clara, 82, joined a knitting circle at her community center. They're not my old friends, she said, but they laugh with me, and that's enough to keep me going. Your presence still matters. Your stories, your humor, your wisdom are gifts the world still needs. Don't let the silence win. Reach out, even if it feels awkward. One connection can change everything. Drop Truth 3 in the comments if you felt this quiet ache. Truth 4, the heavy burden of outliving loved ones. Outliving those you love is a grief that grows heavier with each passing year. After 80, loss isn't a one-time event, it's a pattern. Friends who shared your youth, siblings who knew your childhood, even your spouse, the one you thought you'd grow old with forever, they slip away. A 2021 study in psychology and aging found that complicated grief affects 20% of older adults, lingering in quiet ways that don't always look like tears. It's the weight of carrying memories alone, of being the last one to remember a moment from 1970 or the story behind a faded photo. This grief is different. It's not just sadness, it's a profound loneliness, a sense that your history is fading with each goodbye. You might catch yourself reaching for a second coffee mug out of habit or hearing a loved one's voice in your head, answering a question you never asked aloud. Michael, 87, shared, "I've been to more funerals than I can count, and Each one takes a piece of my life with it. I miss my wife's laugh when I burn the toast. It's the little things that hurt most. But there's beauty in being the keeper of those stories. A 2020 study from the American Psychological Association found that sharing memories through storytelling, journaling, or conversations can reduce grief's emotional weight by giving it purpose. You're not just carrying loss, you're carrying a legacy. Tell those stories to a grandchild, a friend, or even a stranger at a community event. Write them down. Speak them aloud. By doing so, you keep those you've lost alive, and you remind yourself that your life still has meaning. If this grief feels heavy, don't hide it. Let it walk beside you, but don't let it stop you. Find one person to share a memory with today. Your resilience in carrying these stories is a quiet, powerful strength. Comment Truth 4 if you're holding onto these memories, and let's keep their legacy alive. Truth 5, the erosion of your freedom. After 80, something subtle but frustrating happens. People start treating you like you're less capable. Your kids insist on driving you, question your meals, or hover over your choices, as if age has erased your judgment. A 2022 study in The Gerontologist called this benevolent ageism, well-meaning actions that undermine autonomy. It's not that you can't decide what to eat or when to rest. It's that others assume you shouldn't. This loss of agency stings because it's not just about practical choices, it's about your identity. Linda, 83, shared how her daughter started planning her entire day, from morning walks to TV shows. It wasn't about help, she said. It was about feeling like I wasn't trusted to live my own life. This can spark frustration, even resentment, as you fight to hold on to the independence you've earned over decades. Research from the Journal of Aging Studies, 2021, shows that asserting boundaries calmly but firmly helps older adults maintain control and boosts mental health. Saying, "I appreciate your concern, but I've got this," isn't stubbornness, it's dignity. Your choices, no matter how small, are expressions of who you are. Protect them. If you're still driving, keep your keys. If you want to cook your favorite meal, do it. Surround yourself with people who ask, not assume. Your life, your rules, age doesn't change that. You've earned the right to decide how to live it. Drop Truth 5 in the comments if you're fighting for your independence. Truth 6, the emotional toll of repeated loss. Grief after 80 isn't just about losing people, it's about losing pieces of your world. The friend who knew your dreams at 20, the spouse who shared your quiet evenings, they're gone, and their absence leaves a stillness that settles into your routines. A 2023 study in the Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry found that prolonged grief in older adults often manifests as a sense of disconnection, like you're floating through a world that no longer feels familiar. You might replay old conversations, longing for someone who understands the inside jokes or the way you used to laugh. This grief is subtle but constant, like a low hum in the background. Charles, 86, put it this way, "I don't cry much anymore, but I feel it every morning when I wake up and realize there's no one left who remembers me at my strongest." Yet, there's hope in staying open. A 2022 study from the National Institute on Aging shows that forming new connections, even casual ones, can ease grief by 25%. It's not about replacing those you've lost. It's about finding new reasons to smile. Clara, 83, found this in a weekly card game with neighbors. "They're younger, they don't know my past," she said, "but they make me laugh, and that keeps me going." Don't be ashamed of the sadness, it's proof of a life rich with love. But don't let it define you. Invite someone for coffee, share a story, or join a group. Joy can still find you, even in new forms. Let grief walk beside you, but let connection lead the way. Comment Truth 6 if you're carrying this quiet grief. Truth 7, embracing fragility with grace. After 80, your body reminds you daily of its limits. Simple tasks, tying shoes, climbing stairs, holding a cup steady become challenges. A 2020 study in the Journals of Gerontology found that 70% of adults over 80 face mobility issues, which can erode confidence and make your world feel smaller. You start planning your day around what's safe, not what you want. It's humbling, even disheartening, to realize your body isn't what it used to be. But fragility isn't weakness, it's wisdom in motion. It's your body asking for care, for patience, for a new kind of strength. Nancy, 85, said it best, "My walker isn't a surrender. It's a badge of all the miles I've walked and all the life I've lived." Research from the American Geriatric Society 2021 shows that adaptive tools like canes or grab bars extend independence by years. Embracing them isn't giving up, it's choosing to keep going. Move with intention, try gentle stretches, rest when needed, ask for help without shame. These are acts of courage, proof you're still here, still fighting. Strength at 80 isn't about defying limits, it's about working with them, about showing up with grace and gratitude for the life you've built. Drop Truth 7 in the comments if you're ready to embrace this strength. Final thoughts. Your life is still a masterpiece. Life after 80 isn't just about enduring, it's about thriving in the face of hard truths. You are not a burden. You are not forgotten. Your stories, your laughter, your stubborn spirit, they shine brighter than ever. The challenges of aging don't diminish your value, they highlight your resilience. Stay curious, stay connected, and choose joy, even in small moments. Walk with pride, even if it's with a cane. Share your wisdom, even if it's with one listener. Your presence is a gift, and your life is still unfolding. If these truths moved you, share one lesson you're taking forward in the comments below. How will you embrace your strength today? Your thoughts fuel this community, and we're here to keep inspiring each other. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell to join us on this journey. Thank you for being here. Your story matters, and the world is better because of it. What's one step you'll take today to live boldly and joyfully?